Right, well, this is episode 4. We thought we'd do a little bit of a chilled one today, going through what I'm eating during the week. Well, since I'm 18 weeks out at the moment, so food's dropped a tiny little bit, not significantly, so I'm still nice and full. But yeah, so we're going to go through what I'm eating during the day, maybe a bit of training. I've got a physiotherapy type massage appointment coming up today as well, and we'll just sort of chill out, and you'll get to see what I get up to food wise. I can talk about supplements as well, what I'm taking. Obviously had my blood work done recently, so can have a little look into the supplements that I've just introduced to try and help the cholesterol side of things. Even though it's not bad, I just want to make sure that I'm monitoring it and keeping check on it regularly. So yeah, we'll get rolling. And one other thing is I'm going to do a little bit on my phone today as well. I've done meal 1 on my phone, and later on I'll probably do last 2 meals, maybe 1 meal, depends on what time we get done. But so there's a bit of professionalism and a bit of an amateur at it today. So hope you enjoy, and stick around to the end.
Just a quick one why I am doing my meal number 1, to get your jam measured out. I know it says 103 now, but it said 100 when I just pulled it out. So just put your jam on the scales and 0 it, and then just start taking out the jam. For some reason my scales seem to be deciding to go upwards on their own right now, but you get the idea. So yeah, you just basically spoon it out, and I'll spread this all over my bagels now. So my shake is 2 scoops of Fine Nutrition whey, a scoop of glutamine from JP, and then some almond butter, 20 grams. So meal number 1, 3 bagels, 100 grams of jam, 2 scoops of whey protein, 1 scoop of glutamine, 20 grams of almond butter, my Vegemite, so like vegetables but in a drink formula, and then just some squash, and 6 grains of salt on the bagels as well. There's a dusty mirror, a good old dusty mirror. It only comes out once a week. So somebody asked me in the Q&A bit that I put on Instagram last night, they said, what's your check-in set up and what does it look like? So this is what I do. Just as every check-in, I have a little mirror down here, so that when I'm standing here, I always move the loo roll as well. When I'm standing here, I've got a mirror in front of me there, but down below I can't really see what's happening with my legs. So when I'm doing a side shot, I can just have a quick look, see if I'm sort of where it's sort of where my hamstring is and whether I need to tense it or not, or it just gives me an idea of whether I'm hitting it right. A little adapter for the shaver point. And your USB. So the ring light, it's just like this, and you want it set up about sort of waist height roughly. I might, if I could, I'd probably have it a tiny bit lower, so it's probably a little bit higher. So all I do on my phone is I put it on photo, then I select timer, 10 seconds. And once it's in the holster, I tend to just leave it in there. And then I can just lean round and press. I like to use the front camera if I can, because it's better quality than using the screen. So your coach will probably appreciate it as well if you can get better quality photos over. Also, if you're sending through WhatsApp, then check your settings and check that it's in high definition. They come through a bit blurry sometimes. So yeah, just click the button when it's on timer, sorry. It gives you a 10-second countdown for you to get in your pose, and then it takes a picture for you. It's as simple as that. Yeah, so this is what my setup looks like for doing my check-in pictures. So don't forget your dusty mirror. And so it literally lays down in my cupboard, and it only comes out when I do my check-in. So yeah, here it is. Lovely. Right, so this is cream of rice, my speciality. There's a lot to it. There's water, and there's whey in. No, there's not a lot to it, but I find a little trick. Obviously you want to weigh everything, but once you've got your water boiled, I'd usually let it cool for like a few minutes. Pour in the boiling, like proper boiling water on it, tends to make it go quite lumpy. So once your kettle's boiled, 3 minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes before you start adding it to your cream of rice. So I put gluten in a lot of my stuff. So pretty much all my shakes and my cream of rice. It's just good for digestive health more than anything. I've got into a habit of it. I'm probably overdosing on glutamine, but it seems to work. So yeah, it's all good. I've gone all in and got a whisk. I should probably use an electric one, because you'll see in a minute how long I'm here for. It takes me about an hour, but it does work. So yeah, I let that cool down a little bit. Let my smeg cool before we use it. And with the protein powder, I'd gradually add water to it. So I'll show you that, because it doesn't matter so much about the heat of the water.
What protein you use?
It's Fire Nutrition Whey. Decadent chocolate, it's my favourite. So yeah, I make it's almost like a custard. That's how I like it. Some people like a paste, and other people, you can weigh it as well. Some people weigh the water, the same amount, like 55 grams I've got in here, I think it is, or 50, whatever. You could do the same in water, and that usually makes quite a good paste, but I tend to just eyeball it, and gradually, as I say, I'm still waiting for the water to cool down a little bit anyway, so it doesn't matter if it takes a few minutes. It's hard because you want to pour it in and get on with it, but if you do it, if you're too premature with these things, you can ruin them. And when you've been looking forward to your cream of rice, you don't want to fuck it up. So just a little bit at a time.
2 hours later.
So I'm nearly at the consistency that I like mine. So it's above a paste, but not quite a. So I'm probably going to add just a tiny little bit more. And this is like my little coating, if you like, for the top. I like to have. You'll see in a minute what I put in there, and then I drizzle this over the top. Yeah, there we are. That's it. That's how I like it. You're going to be cutting a lot of this, I can tell you that. So, what's it? 10:39. So at 11:49, this will be mixed. Right, don't take any notice of how rough this looks right now. Actually do. I'd take that bit out. It's just going everywhere.
How are you getting on?
I'm starting to sweat. I don't know how these chefs do this, you know. And by the way, I'm doing this in kind of a half building site at the moment. We're renovating the house, and the kitchen and utility is the last 2 rooms to do. So just finishing the lounge at the moment, and then we're on to the kitchen. But the problem is I keep spending money on gym machines, because that's more important, isn't it? I think Gemma agrees. don't you? Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a mission, this. But to be honest with you, when you do 90, like say, like it's a rest day, when I'm doing 90 grams of this, it's nothing. Like, as in, but 150 is like a big old pile to get through. I am. I've been like it all morning. Does anyone else know the answer to this? So my T3 has just gone from 12.5 to 25, and this morning I'm sweating. Like, I don't know if that's it. I've done nothing else different, but apparently cream of rice is enough to make you lose a couple of litres of sweat. So I'm doing a baby portion for the cameraman here. He doesn't know about it yet, it's a surprise. Yeah. So, the cameraman, Steve, the cameraman. So basically I like to use, so we've got 100 grams of blueberries, and I like to go for the frozen ones because they give you a little, they cool it down a bit quicker, and they give you a bit of a crunch almost as well. That's quite nice and refreshing. So basically got my, got my cream of rice, got my blueberries, and then I put my, so you'll see, this is how I like my,
It's going to be like M&S.
So we have a few extras that go in it. Right, so honey, 50 grams, whole earth drizzle, peanut butter, 10 grams, and then 6 grains of salt. So all I do is 50 grams, not quite as much as Sasan, but getting there. Then 10 grams of peanut butter, six grinds, and then we're done. Looks disgusting, but tastes lovely. I'd recommend trying it yourself if you are looking for a quick pre-workout meal that's fast to digest and easy to eat and tastes like a dessert. That's the way to do it.
How was it?
Best thing I've ever eaten. No, I just forgot someone. My wife, who cooks most of my meals, is sitting next to me. I shouldn't have said that.
Yes, that's what I was waiting for.
So I've got, I split, excuse the purple bits on my hands, by the way. I've got blueberry bag all over my, so I've got, like, this is part 2, if you like, of my tablets. I spread my tablets throughout the day. Some are AM and PM, and some are just sort of, I have in between meals. I don't like to have like 100 pills in one go. There's lots of fish oils. I've got some of the supplements that I've introduced to help with cholesterol in here, which I'll talk to you about in a minute as well. There's most of the health stack, well, there is all of the health stack from Trained by JP. I've got some of the vitamins and some of the other bits from Fire Nutrition. I'll show you them as well in a bit. And yeah, I just don't like to take them all in one go. So there's still a fair amount here, but I spread them out throughout the day. Right, so I've been asked about the supplements that I take. I don't think that everyone needs to go as mad as what I'm doing here, but I'm just trying to make sure that I'm doing everything I possibly can to keep as healthy as I can whilst doing this. So the stuff that I've added to my stack, if you like, to try and help cholesterol is these 4 items here. So these are all kind of preventative. I was already taking the Trained by JP health stack, all of this stuff, and as I say, although it was doing a good job, it just needed a little bit of an extra push. So I've included these in. Obviously you've got multivitamins and probiotics there for gut health. We've got, you name it, there's D3, K2, Vit C, and just like generally the whole health stack. But as I say, I'm going to monitor my blood work, see if these are having a positive impact. If they're not, then I'll look into it further. But these were recommended by Dave Crossland from Eval Blood Analysis as a good way to start to improve my cholesterol. So let's see how it goes, and I'll keep you posted. Right, so I'm just going to get on with some Q&A questions. I had quite a few, and I've had to pick out some because there's quite a good list. Apart from yours, Dave Cass, you know what I'm talking about. 3 questions, all asking a similar sort of thing. You are handsome, but I am straight, I'm afraid. Yeah. Right, so I'm just going to sort of quick fire a few of them. We covered a couple already, so we've covered the what does your setup look like for taking check-in pics, which we've done and we actually showed you on camera, so I'm glad you asked that while we was here, and I got Steve here. First one, what's your favourite meal of the day? It's a tough one between the cream of rice meal that you'll see me eat today, or have already seen me eat today, and my mince meal, especially at the minute because I get cheese and bagel with it as well. When the cheese and bagel's not there, on the rest day, it's not quite as fun. But yeah, no, I think probably the cream of rice, I think. There's one here that we've kind of covered as well, because it says, what subs do you recommend? And what specific brands? I tend to use both. Most of the subs I have are either Fire Nutrition or Trained by JP mostly. But there are quite a lot of brands within that lot that you'll see. Just have a look through that. Whereabouts can I get tickets for your show? I'm going to put a little thing on the screen, I think, now, just showing you. It's the PCA website. Tickets aren't out just yet, but I think they will be coming up quite soon. How many calories are you eating? I don't actually know, if I'm completely honest, because food's just dropped again a little bit. I don't know, but maybe I'll come back to that, I'll work it out and have a little look. But not that much less than I was on before, so probably I was on about 4.5 on non-training and 5.5, I think, roughly on training days, something like that. But this is a good one. It says, how to get a business started with no money. I do have a van and tools though. So that's good that you've got a van and tools, and I'm assuming you've got the skills as well to undertake the work that you want to do. So when you say no money, there's a little bit of cost. There's going to have to be a little bit of cost, even if it's £100 to start with, because you're going to need to find work. Best and cheapest way to start that is to go to your local printers, get some leaflets printed professionally, get them to design them for you. They'll do that as part of the service, and just order as many as you can afford to order. Even if you order 500 to start with, or 2 for 250. Start putting leaflets out, and if you see on a property looks like it needs doing something that you do, just give them a knock and introduce yourself. I know a lot of people are scared of knocking on doors, but it depends. If you really want it, you'll do it. That's exactly what we've done in the past. It works. It's old school, but it works. So get yourself some leaflets, knock on some doors. Also, just make sure that you've got an insurance in place just to cover yourself and the customer. You don't have to set up a limited company straight away. You can set up as a sole trader to start with before you start getting too serious. You won't have to register for VAT straight away, not until you hit like 85k a year roughly. So you can get the ball rolling pretty quick. You can set up as a sole trader in literally minutes online. Get yourself a bank account opened. That could take a week or two. Leaflets, like I said. If you can afford to, get yourself a couple of bits of branded clothing for work. It always helps as well if you're knocking on a door, that you look professional. And things later on, as you start getting money coming in, you want to focus on getting yourself a website, getting your van signrighted, little bits of marketing here and there that you can do. But just to get yourself off the ground with little to no money, those are the little tips that I give you to get started. Next one is, what made you want to start YouTube? I just wanted to document the whole show prep and also have something to look back on later on. So I can say, like, I'd done that. Okay, when I competed when I was in 2011, there's nothing kind of there to show. And I kind of, although I look at that fondly, like the memory of it fondly, it is just a memory. So this time it will be able to, you know, see the whole transition through all of it. And the fact that it's going really well as well is really encouraging. And but yeah, to start as it was just for myself and for close friends and family, really. But yeah, I'll call it there for the Q&A. But I'll keep doing them. If you like them, just let me know. Let me know in the comments, and we will keep putting them in. Thank you. What are you doing? This is Rex. He's a nut job. Oh no! Did he get you? All right, Rex. All right. Come sit down then. Come on. You're a cutie, aren't you? Yeah. You're a cute boy. No?
What you got? Got your noodles?
What you got, Oscar? You got pot noodle?
Is that your favourite?
Right, so we're just heading off to the gym, see Paul, do a little bit of training. I'm going to ask Paul from his elite sports therapy upstairs at Boxcross. I'm going to ask him if he can dig into my hamstrings a bit today, because they are extremely tight again. I'm really sort of putting a lot into my hamstrings at the minute because I really want to bring them up. So it's better to get them loosened off because they're quite prone to injury, unfortunately. So yeah, going to go see him, going to train a bit of chest and shoulders, see everyone at the gym, and yeah, hopefully it should be a little bit quiet as well. It's during the day, it's like lunchtime, so see what the gym's like at this time of day. Right, so I'm here with Paul from Elite Muscle Therapy. He's going to dig into my legs a little bit, properly sore at the minute. Hamstrings are very tight, and calves and quads, but yeah, Paul's been helping me keep nice and nimble and stopping me from causing injuries. I can feel like they're that tight that if I was to train over the next couple of days, I might be setting myself up for some problems. So yeah, it's good to see Paul. I see him weekly, every sort of Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. So it's been really helpful. So yeah, what's it been like looking after me?
Yeah, it's been interesting.
Yeah.
No, it's been good. I mean, again, I think I said to you last time, you know, your muscle definition is really good because then at least I can see where the actual physical problems are that you're having, but you don't seem to be having that many. We've had a couple of tight muscles, a little bit problem with the lat widening when you're doing your posing, but we're getting into that, and just getting used to you to allow your muscles to relax a little bit more. I think that's
I can't relax.
That's been quite funny sometimes when I'm saying, okay, relax, and he's still fighting against me.
Yeah.
You can see I'm not winning. I'm not winning, but yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
So he gets hold of my arm and just tells me to let go, and I can't. I for some reason, but I'm getting better.
You are getting better.
It's training me to let go.
We've got a couple of clicks out your shoulders,
Yeah,
haven't we, so far? So yeah, we'll see what we can get out your legs today.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely
Good.
a little bit of a sore end.
So I'm going to get nudie on camera. No, not really. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, we'll put your pants on just for this session if that's all right. Nice. Yeah. So I'm just going to do a little bit of pressure point, a little bit like what we've done last week. Well, just hold onto that, okay? You just breathe and just try and relax a little bit in there. Good. That's it. I'm just going to focus on that nice and slowly going over. let the brain register that it's not going to be unpleasant or it's not going to hurt. But the other side of your hammies feels really nice and loose, mate.
Yeah.
Really good. Ooh, nice. What's that? You feel a little bit looser off, but those quads are definitely tight.
They are.
Hammies weren't too bad, calves weren't too bad at all, what you normally see, but quads, damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the quads took a battering on Friday.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
I think you need to do a little bit of posterior stuff now as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
You know, get that in.
Yeah. Yeah, as I say, it was just so happened the way we was training, weren't it? We'd kind of gone high volume, and they went. It was kind of run out of time for hammock, like, you know.
Really?
Yeah. That was more like it. What it yeah, it was.
Yeah, probably didn't want to do that at all. So no.
But no, that was good. Thank you, mate. Appreciate
no
that.
At all. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'll see you next
Yeah.
week. Back to Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuesday 6:30.
Yep.
That'd be brilliant. Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
No problem
Lovely.
at all.
Right, just starting my post-workout meal. So we got 150 grams of chicken, 160 grams of white rice, 300 ml of fruit juice, and 1 banana. So that's what's going in at the moment. I'd like to get this bit out of the way before I start my banana and fruit juice. But yeah, no, all good. So yeah, that would be meal number 3. Meal number 3. Right, so Steve is headed off now, and I've got a few more meals left to get in, so I'll record them on my phone like I did for meal 1, and that should wrap today up. But thanks for watching. Obviously, I'll tell you a little bit more later on in my during my other meals. But so stick around for the next meals, and I'll see you in a bit. So that's meal number 4. It's 150 grams of lean mince, 1 bagel, 20 grams of cheese, 80 grams of fusilli pasta, and 6 grains of salt. So meal number 5 is 150 grams of chicken, 80 grams of rice, and 2 tortilla wraps. So just a little wrap up for the video. So yesterday we filmed a full day of eating, a little bit at the gym and at home. So that was it's 18 weeks out from my show. I'm at, I think, 249 pounds, and I've found that just losing, like, I think from my peak body weight, I was a stone heavier, so I was about 264. Just from losing a stone, like, my sleep's improved, and breathing's improved, and recovery in between sets and stuff like that. But as I say, I just wanted to give you like a little bit of an insight into what goes on. And as I say, I'll do another one of these once I'm a bit leaner. Probably go back to a little bit more training now on the channel. Hook up with a few people and like involve a few more people in my training and show you what it's like when we're training as a group. But yeah, so anything you'd like to see or that you'd like more answers to, feel free to drop a comment in the YouTube video. Please like, subscribe and share. It would mean a lot and really helps boost it up. But say, let me know what you want to see in the future as well. But as I say, I'll keep you posted with what's going on with me, and thanks very much for watching.